Right, 2 June 2025, and today is a very big news day, especially for South Africa. However, there are a massive number of trending stories all over Africa. So that is in Zimbabwe and in South Africa. These two countries are going through the most, but South Africa almost on autopilot. I'll show you what's happening today. There is a massive lack of direction in South Africa, and you can see it in what is happening. And as I said, I'll show you some of the top 4 stories that are coming out of South Africa. But let's start with the Zimbabwe. So Zimbabwe is going through the most under Mnangagwa. So the guys who are running ED 2030, they are doing what they want. Mnangagwa is setting up corruption structures, including within the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission. There's a lot of corruption over there. Within the ZACC, within the Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission, Mnangagwa has destroyed all structures in our country. So today, if you go to the Newsday newspaper, you are going to see that there's this man called Thomas Chidzomba. So Chidzomba is a very close friend of Mnangagwa, and they are working together with the Chinese on various projects. And we've covered some of the projects here, which have been resisted by the community and the army, and also their projects in Bulawayo under Lebanmon, the company that does mining and all sorts of projects, especially in the cement sector. However, in today's edition of the Newsday newspaper, you are going to find out that this man has appeared in court last week, and that is in Chinhoyi, after he invaded a farm. So you know that farm invasions had stopped in Zimbabwe. However, Chidzomba has invaded a farm. Not only did they invade the farm, but they beat up the farmer very badly and his employees, and the farmer then went to the police. The case was taken to court, but nothing happened there because Chidzomba revealed that he was given permission to go into that farm by ZACC Commissioner Kindness Paradza. So you can go and check out that story, which is inside of the Newsday newspaper. And the case was withdrawn. So nothing happened to him. He has not been arrested. And they've invaded the white commercial farmer's farm. That is subdivision 1 of Manenga Dundrennam Farm in Lion's Den. They invaded this farm like a few weeks back. This is crazy. You cannot believe that farm invasions are still taking place right now. And if you look at the newspapers, there is poor control of land around Harare. And it's going as far as Lion's Den. This is a subdivision which was given to this farmer in 2004. And Paradza has nearby subdivisions that he also got in 2004 after the same farmer got these subdivisions. So Mnangagwa totally behind this thing. Mnangagwa is the one that is asking this man to invade this farm. That is why he's out and he's not arrested. So that is the biggest trending story we have today, the invasion of this white farmer's farm. And I hope that this doesn't continue and become a thing around Zimbabwe. Now, I want to go to a few other stories in Zimbabwe. Let's start with the dogs. So we are all aware that a man has been killed by these dogs. So 2 dogs are suspected of having killed the man, and the dogs have been killed. So overnight, the SPCA of Zimbabwe has announced that they've killed the dogs. And I don't know if they inject them or what, but these dogs are dead. And they are suspected of having mauled a man. And I do not know the circumstances, but my understanding is that there was no war around the place where the dogs are. So, and the dogs are not tied up. So you can see how vicious this dog is. It has to have a chain around it. and they just let it there. So this is the developing story. Who is the man with the dogs? Why was he out when he's facing culpable homicide charges? Is he part of Zimbabwe intelligence? All those kind of questions are going to arise, and we'll be checking them out as the day goes. Very, very sad situation developing. I don't like big dogs. My dogs were very small. So I don't even want to talk about dogs right now because it's another story for another day. But dogs are like humans. So if you've got a dog, you know what I'm talking about. A dog, when you are with it, it's like a human, like the way it behaves. Especially if you are used to spending the time around the dog, you understand how a dog thinks and how a dog communicates. So this man was very responsible to let his dogs get killed in this manner after just leaving them to roam. Because a dog has got a nature. So if a dog likes to attack, it's got that nature. There's nothing you can do about it. That is how it's created. And myself, when I was working with my dogs, the biggest thing about one of my dogs was that it would attack other dogs. So I knew that I cannot leave my dog near other dogs because then he's going to attack them. So if you've got a dog, especially a vicious dog like this, you must know how to protect your dog from being killed. This is sad. Very, very sad. Now, let's go to other stories very quickly. Mnangagwa is going to be appearing today in Victoria Falls and is addressing on harnessing artificial intelligence for effective and efficient parliamentary processes in the SADC region, experiences, challenges, and opportunities. So we're going to be following that. I'm going to be following Mnangagwa's speech, and I'll bring it to you guys as soon as it arrives. Normally, Mnangagwa arrives late. I'll be waiting for hours and hours, and I don't even know if he's going to appear or not. And funny enough, Mnangagwa's guys, they've got poor communication. You don't even know what's happening. You just see people sitting in a room waiting for him to appear. That is crazy. We don't even know what Mnangagwa is thinking. That's crazy. That man is something else. Mnangagwa, Arkurevanu, Nenzara. Now let's go to some entertainment before I go to South Africa. Madam Boss, very sad. What's happening to her? She's being bullied. I don't like it. I like Madam Boss a little bit. You know why I don't like her a lot? I used to like her a lot. But ever since she started working with Scott, I don't like her a lot. The little bit that I like her is because she's friends with Ketina. Ketina is a good friend of mine. And I tend to like what Ketina likes, besides the fact that if I don't like it. So I like her a little bit. And she has, if you go to the Ash Metro newspaper of today, Madam Boss has announced that she has got all her ribs. So there are rumors that have been going around that Madam Boss removed her ribs. So if you go to the H Metro newspaper of today, they are saying she's got all her ribs and she did not remove her ribs during her procedures. She has announced that she did go through a weight loss journey, which left her with the hanging skin on her stomach. So she has revealed that she did 2 procedures. That is liposuction to remove the excess fat and the gastric balloon. I think gastric balloon is so that you don't eat a lot and you lose more weight. So that is why Madam Boss looks like a girl, like a girl. She's actually a mother. So I think a mother of 2, if I'm not mistaken. So to look like this, she had to undergo 2 procedures, liposuction and the gastric balloon. But she says that she has not removed the ribs, like what some people are saying, some jealous people. I don't know who they are. These jealous people are saying she removed her ribs, 2 ribs. But that's not true, she says. So I don't know if she removed 2 ribs, we will see. But I don't think she removed 2 ribs. She says it's not possible for someone to remove 2 ribs. Guys, go check it out in the H Metro newspaper. My brothers at H Metro doing very, very well. Every day I look at this newspaper. It's amazing and I like it. So let's actually show you the picture. I want you to see that it is inside there. So look at it. That is H Metro newspaper over here. And Madam Boss says, I have all my ribs. So go check it out. And the dogs have been killed, obviously. Right. And then Zimbabwe is in the UK. A full house of 3,000 fans converge for a big show. Okay. So I think it's clear. That is clear. Let's look at the Herald newspaper very quickly before I go to South Africa. I want to go to South Africa because you won't believe what has happened in South Africa today. It's big. South Africa has got 4 big stories today, and they are amazing. So Mnangagwa opened constructive feedback. Mnangagwa, phone me and call me to State House if you want to see constructive feedback. Reaffirms commitment to creating business-friendly climate. The problem with Mnangagwa is that he does not understand what's going on. The economy has collapsed. So when we talk of constructive feedback, it's not enough. People want the economy to function, and it's not functioning. So Mnangagwa cannot just say he's ready. He's not ready. As Zimbabwe to sell 2 planes and more interchanges on the cards. Yes, we don't want interchanges. We want a train. And then Victoria Falls to host wetlands in Daba. I told you that General Chiwenga has met Ramza Secretary General Dr. Msonda Mumba in Tajikistan. That was yesterday. I don't know why they're saying recently. But what I know is that Chiwenga is probably back in the country. So let me show you. Minnie has appeared. I've been looking for Minnie for so long, and I finally found it. So look at Minnie. She has posted this morning, and she says birds of the same feather. So that is exactly 4 hours ago. Let's see. What bag is Minnie holding today? I cannot see a bag, but what an amazing dress. Looking very good. I like it. Let's see a hairstyle. She changed the hairstyle. Let's see where we last saw Minnie. What was the last day when I saw Minnie? Over here. Okay. She has changed the hair. Let's look at this one. So that's natural hair. Natural hair. Sorry, this is made hair. She did her hair here. This is natural hair. And yesterday, what was this one? I don't know. Guys, I don't know this one. You can tell me, but I observe Minnie a lot. And I tend to follow her very much. So if you go to her Facebook, you'll see that she's doing very, very well. People love her. She's got the biggest following ever of any politician in Zimbabwe. That is, I think, obviously there's Chamisa and Chamisa and Mnangagwa. They've got a large following. But I want to show you something else. She has posted something else. So let's see what else she has posted. So I sit here. So guys, I sit here for a long time. Like, I don't sleep. So I sit here for a long time to watch people. Now let's look at Minnie. Okay. Do you see that? And that's amazing. So I don't know if she walks around someone who does her hair, but look at General Chiwenga. He's amazing. He's doing very, very well. And this man is gonna do something great for the country. And he's traveling with a big group of people. Look at that book. How big can a book get? Amazing. He has done a great job, General Chiwenga, and the family is enjoying themselves over there in Tajikistan. Amazing stuff. Look at that blue suit. That is amazing. Okay, great job, General Chiwenga and the guys over there. And this is Chagabasa, man. And this is Chagabasa. And this is government. I can promise you, I will never work in government. And this is Chagabasa. Now, let's jump to South Africa. Amazing stuff is happening over there. And guys, thank you very much for supporting Zimbabwe. We have 100,000 people coming to Zimbabwe every single day. And we're all going to do very, very well. Let's start with the big shocking story that has happened in South Africa today. So this story is unbelievable. You know that the South African National Lottery has been granted to ZACC last week after a court ruled that this has to be done. Pakistan, the minister, to grant the license. However, one of the bidders, Winner Njalo, has taken the minister to court, and challenged the minister's attempts to extend the existing contracts with Ituba. He wanted to extend it by 12 months, and they said that this is not allowed. So last week, a court in South Africa has ruled that the minister cannot extend the contract of Ituba by 12 months. However, the court extended or suspended the ruling for 5 months. And the minister then went back to say it's not possible for Ituba to run the lottery for 5 months temporarily because it's loss-making. So they want to extend for 12 months. The court has came again and said it's not allowed. It's not possible for them to extend by 12 months. However, after the ruling, Pakistan has still gone with the National Electoral Commission, and they have still extended it by 12 months. So they've defied the court in short, because even though they appealed, their appeal might still be rejected. What this means is that South Africa might end up with no lottery for 12 months. It's possible. So next week, in fact, this week or next week, as this is an urgent matter, we might end up having a situation where South Africa might end up without a lottery. Some people would die if they can't gamble. I know a guy who gambles on a daily basis. Guys, gambling is evil. Don't do it. Don't gamble. But I know that it doesn't help. Whatever I say, it doesn't help. Most of you are on Kandege. Don't do it. You are going to lose. The game is rigged. So there is no way you can ever make money from gambling. Nothing that has got anything to do with the chance will ever give you money. But people do it, and this is like printing money. If I'm not mistaken, this is a 7 billion contract. So 140 billion a year that is made from gambling here in South Africa. But amazing thing going on around the lottery of South Africa over here. So let's see what happens. I believe that the minister has defied the court. I don't know why I have that belief. I believe that he keeps trying to force the court, and the court keeps telling him, good to know, you have to not extend for more than 5 months. So I don't know what is going to happen, because they've gone now and done it for 12 months, even though they've appealed. So what's the point of that appeal? You might just as well ignore the court. Yeah, so that is crazy. Now let's go to another big story. This one you won't believe. On Friday, a second group of Afrikaner farmers has left and arrived in Atlanta. So you know that the first group had 49 people. So a second group of Afrikaner farmers and their families has arrived in Atlanta. They went on a commercial flight, and they are settling in the United States of America after President Trump allowed South African Afrikaner farmers to live as refugees. So this is amazing. And as I said, I would prefer to see 10,000 Afrikaners settling in the United States. That would become a community. However, according to information at hand, 8,000 Afrikaners have applied for refugee status. So 8,000 have applied for refugee status, and they are being processed. The process is a bit slow at the embassy, because that is what we call a massive number of applications. And let's see what happens. America is the home of capital. If you have never been to America, you will never understand. America is a totally different country, and is the home of opportunities. When I was traveling in New York, there are people with suitcases everywhere. Like people dragging their suitcases. People are arriving every day. No one wants to stay outside of America. That place is amazing. It's doing very, very well. And if you've got an opportunity to settle over there, do it. It is a very good place. And very soon, I'll tell you when I'm going to be traveling to the United States. I will try to see if I can find where these guys are settling and go over there and have a chat with them if you're staying in the same group. So let's see what happens over there. And that is amazing. Then the next story, business story, is over here. And this is big. So the woman that you're looking at here is Daphne Mashilenkosi. And there is a big story. A court has ruled that their company, Kalagadi Manganese, has to go into arbitration with 3 banks. So that is the IDC, Industrial Development Corporation, ABSA, and the African Development Bank. They owe a total amount of 8.5 billion that they were given, and then they did not pay a cent back. So Kalagadi Manganese was given this huge amount of money. They did not pay back, and then IDC applied for this company to go into business rescue. However, the company went to court and said the IDC has got no right to order an arbitration. And on Friday, a court has ruled that this is not true. And Kalagadi Manganese must go into arbitration. As you know, manganese is big. So manganese is now a big mineral. And the assets of this company, which are in the Northern Cape, are worth a lot. So I don't know why they're not paying, but they have not been paid. And the 3 banks or the 3 lenders are now going to get their chance when these things goes into arbitration. When you go into arbitration, you follow the contract which was already written. Their only argument was that it's not allowed for the IDC to take someone to arbitration. That was the argument, but this has failed. So that is crazy. And then obviously we have the story of Sundowns. Sundowns have lost yesterday 2-1 in Egypt. So all that money they were supposed to get, they didn't get it. And the champions are Pyramids of Egypt. This match took place at the 31 June Stadium in Egypt. And they obviously lost because they lost the first leg in South Africa. They drew the first leg in South Africa. And then they lost the second leg. So in aggregate, it was 3-2. So that is Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa. Right, I think I've covered a lot. Let's now go into something else. I want to quickly look at the Chronicle newspaper. So let's look at the Chronicle newspaper of Zimbabwe. What is in the Chronicle newspaper? Is there anything of interest over there? Right, the Chronicle of Zimbabwe is published. Good job, Jenfan. That is media policy. You cannot do media in Zimbabwe without Gambakwe. It's almost impossible. Apana Murukuita, Kanamusina Gambakwe. So now let's look at what is happening inside of the Chronicle newspaper. Right, tourism boost. So the long-awaited rehabilitation of the Victoria Falls Blawayo Road officially begins this week. Minister Felix Mona and Makumbe were 2 iwavo ndo vari responsible for road iyo. And then Jacob Mdenda and the Clerk of Parliament, Mr. Kenneth Chokuda, toured the venue for the opening of the ZACC-PF. So they're waiting for Mnangagwa already. Mdara Anonzi Jacob Mdenda atoshika kudara ukatsvaga mabhebi uchamawana. Ebane baby raunoona ringofamba ipapo. But let's know, ladies get empowered. Kutamba hangu Mdara Mdenda. Kutamba hangu. And then Dem Construction anchor for rural industrialization. Wow, which dam is this? This looks like Kariba. Yes. And then who is this beautiful young lady? Courtney Jongwe leaves mark at Miss Worlds. Courtney Jongwe is amazing. I've never met her. And Padenga Gold Mining pays US 15 million in taxes. That's amazing. Padenga Gold Mining. And then Battle of Zimbabwe ends with nothing, 0-0. That is Battle of Zimbabwe. So amazing. Those are our newspapers for today. Please support our sponsors. Mve, if you buy 1 packet of Mve, anywhere you are, in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, in UK, United States, you get a free packet of free Mazondo Spice. That is our special for June. Mazondo Spice, it helps men with many issues to do with prostate cancer, testicular cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, all those diseases. Zeta kuti, utererwe nemasalad, utongwe nemasalad. Unorora mubebi, utadza, kanaka, kanaka wani pavika, omana. Madhara, ekudhara, vanasekuru vedu, vanga vane vakadzi 5 or 6, and vese vanenge vakakwana. Iwe uri kutadza mukadzi 1 hazvigoni. So usatongwe nemasalad. Buy one of these packs. And guys, I use 1 pack a month. Let me show you. This is amazing. This is our biggest pack. There is no one with a pack like this. And this is made in a factory. The only that is checked and standardized, and it's made in Zimbabwe. So go buy yourself a packet, and you can do so on the numbers over here, and also look at our shop.gambakwe.com. Go over there, just browse. There is nothing we don't have, and our guys deliver. So let's say you're in a hotel in Harare. It has Zukufamba. Just go over there, go to this number. What's up here? My guys will bring you your supply. Unosimba zochkisa. Unosimba zochkisa. Right, I think I've covered everything, guys, and I love it. It is amazing. I like running this platform, Gambakwe Media. And I really thank you for your support. This has been a massive week. I think Mnangagwa has tried everything this week to bring us down, and he has failed. Mnangagwa Arkuraivan Nenzara Aka Broker and Anoda Chema Tsenganzungu. Mnangagwa Anoda Chema Tsenganzungu. That is what he needs. Let's look at the comments very, very quickly. Good morning, my brother Gambakwe. Thank you very much for everything you're doing. Don't listen to those who are talking nonsense. Yes, I'm not listening to those who are talking nonsense. And then Gambakwe is an AI robot. I have evidence. What are you saying about me, Moyo? You got evidence. Moyo. Jonathan Moyo. I don't go be Jonathan Moyo. Dara Uyo. Zoro. Tamangu. Dara Moyo. Tamangu. Everything America is amazing to you. You're a total losso. Right, Peter Tosh. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been to America? You don't know anything if you've never been to America. America is the home of capital. If you cannot connect yourself to the Americans, you're going to lose, especially under President Trump. Let me tell you what has happened today. They have increased the tariffs on alumina today, and still the South African market is going to crash. Just check today. Go and check the markets today. They've doubled it from 25% to 50%. The Americans are the owners of capital. As you walk through New York, you pass through the New York Stock Exchange, you go through NASDAQ, you will see what I'm talking about. Money is everywhere. There are guys in America who can give you $1 billion and they feel nothing. So don't play with America. America is the home of capital. Is Gambakwe, is it Gananda? So why follow him? No way. Everyone is in line as we speak. And then obviously we're going to build a great country. Zimbabwe is going to do very, very well. And we are the next generation. So what we are building here, you are going to see it. Most of you are going to work with you in the future. In the next 10 years, we are going to build a country which is going to be a first world country. That is Zimbabwe. And all of you who are coming from Anna, UK, USA, South Africa, you're going to go back home. But you can't go back home to the corruption that currently exists there. So Pasi Neswigananda. And let's hope that Mdara Chiwenga is a plan. Everyone is waiting for Chiwenga to make a move. Chiwenga is the hope of every person in Zimbabwe right now. And we love it. So yesterday I was talking to a lot of people and they're saying, when is Chiwenga going to make a move? And I said, it's not up to Chiwenga. You have to make the first move. So Imimi, Jimmy the first move. And we're obviously looking forward to an NTA. There are so many things happening. And in fact, Mtambara is speaking today. Is it today or yesterday? Let's see. That is Chanakira and Pem Mafongonya, and the main presenter was Ago. Where the heck is the date? I can't see the date on this thing. I don't know who made this poster. 3 June. Yes, 3 June is tomorrow. So they're going to be having a Zoom. You can go and check this out. If you don't have it, you can WhatsApp me. I'll send you this thing. But if you grab this, if you screen grab this, you are going to be able to pick up Zimbabwe Economic Society, and AGO is speaking over there. Chanakira is speaking over there, and Edmo Mahembe. Mahembe is amazing. Mahembe friend Chamisa. Chamisa was at his graduation ceremony over here in South Africa. I remember I got an invite to that thing, and that was amazing. So I would like to thank all of you for watching. I was looking for Chamisa, and I still haven't got hold of him. God is in it. Chamisa, God is in it. Let's see if he has posted today. So Chamisa, Africa is my home. He hasn't posted anything new afterwards. I will keep following up so that I can meet up with Chamisa if he's still here in Cape Town. I would like to thank all of you for watching, and I'll see you again a little bit later as Chiwenga and Mnangagwa are going to do something today. I hope that Chiwenga shows up in Vic Falls. Imagine how excited people would be if Chiwenga was to show up. But definitely Mnangagwa showing up today for the ZACC-PF, where he's going to be making that statement. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and a good day to you all.
Manovura dzese dzakaipa dzakatsiya